Good morning, students. Standard 8 Social Civics Lesson 2 Citizen and Citizenship Continuation. In the previous class, we saw about the citizen and citizenship, types of citizen. Then, what are the ways we can acquiring citizenship? There are 5 ways. They are by birth, by descent, by registration, by naturalization, and by incorporation of territory. Then what are the ways? Laws of Indian citizenship. That is a renunciation. It is a voluntary act, and termination. It takes place by operation of law, and deprivation. It is a compulsory termination. Then we saw about the single citizenship. That is, our government provides only single citizenship. Now let us see about the overseas citizenship of India. First here, non-resident Indian. That is an Indian citizen or a foreign citizen of Indian origin who stays abroad for employment or carrying on business or under circumstances indicating an intention for an uncertain duration of stay abroad is non-resident Indian. That is NRI. Second category, it is a person on Indian origin. A person whose any ancestors was an Indian nationals and who is presently holding another country's citizenship other than Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Afghanistan, China and Nepal. The PIO scheme was presented 9/1/2015 by our government. PIO, it is a person on Indian origin. Third category, overseas citizen of India card holder. It is an immigration status permitting a foreign citizen of Indian origin to live and work in the Republic of India indefinitely, except the citizen of Pakistan and Bangladesh. There are no voting rights for an OCI card holder. OCI means Overseas Citizen of India card holder. Now we will see the duties of a citizen, rights and duties of a citizen. Our constitution confers the following rights for the citizen of India. First, fundamental rights. Then right to vote in the election to the Lok Sabha and the state legislature. Right to hold certain public offices. Right to become the member of parliament and state legislature. According to 42nd Amendment of our constitution, a set of fundamental duties are prescribed for all citizens of India. For example, paying taxes honestly, respecting the rights, beliefs and opinions of others, defending the country, respect and obey state and local laws, and so on. These are the rights and duties of a citizen. Next, it is a alien and immigrant are two terms that are used to refer to non-nationals of a country. Those people are not belongs to our country. That is the non-nationals of a country. Aliens refers to all non-citizens or non-nationals residing in a country. Example, tourist, foreign students. Then immigrant refers to alien who has been granted the right to reside. That means they can live in India and work permanently without restriction in a particular country. Let us see the difference between citizen and aliens. Aliens refer to all non-citizens or non-nationals residing in a country. Already you know that. Example, tourists and foreign students. Now citizens. Citizens are permanent residents of their state, but aliens are temporary residents. Then citizens enjoy political rights like the right to vote, right to contest elections, etc. But aliens do not have these political rights. Then citizens have to be loyal to their state and perform their duties. But aliens have to be loyal to their state of origin and also the laws of the state they temporarily live in. And citizens cannot be driven out out of the state. But here aliens can be driven out of the state. They are temporarily living in for conducting illegal activities, expiry of visa period, etc. Let us see the qualities of a good citizen. The good citizen must be loyalty to the constitution and obeys laws, contributes to society and community, and performs civic duty. Civic duty, all the rules and regulation framed by our government we have to follow. Quality of goodness and justice and respecting diversity. These are the qualities of a good citizen. Global citizenship. It is a changing the world. Global citizenship is an idea that everyone, no matter where they live, is part of a worldwide community rather than as a citizen of particular nation or place. It is a global citizenship is an idea that everyone, no matter where they live, is part of a worldwide community rather than as a citizen of the particular nation or a place. Then we'll see about the all people have rights and civic responsibilities. It is fundamental in enabling young people to assess and participate in shaping modern society. So here all people have rights. In the global citizenship, all people have rights and civic responsibilities. It is a fundamental in enabling young people to assess and participate in shaping modern society. It is a global citizenship. We saw about the overseas citizenship of India, that is NRI, PIO, OCI. Our Indian government honoring the Overseas Indians Day, that is 9th January, it is celebrated, and that is called as a Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, PBD, sponsored by Ministry of External Affairs of Government of India, is celebrated once in every 2 years, that is 9th January, to mark the contributions of overseas Indian community in the development of India. The day commemorates the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi in India from South Africa. Conclusion of the lesson. Our Constitution of India has introduced single citizenship and provides uniform rights for the people of India to promote the feeling of fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood and sisterhood, and unity among them to build an integrated Indian nation. Then let us see the recap. Recap. Citizen is a person of country who is entitled to enjoy all the legal rights and privileges granted by a state. Part 2 of the Constitution of India, Articles 5 to 11, deals with the citizenship of India. Indian Citizenship Act of 1955 provides for the acquisition and termination of Indian citizenship. Our Indian Constitution provides for single citizenship. Once again, we'll see the rights and duties of citizen. Our Constitution confers the following rights for the citizen of India. That is a fundamental rights, right to vote in the election to the Lok Sabha and the state legislature, right to hold certain public offices, and right to become the member of parliament and state legislature. According to 42nd Amendment of our Constitution, a set of fundamental duties are prescribed for all citizens of India. Example, paying taxes honestly and respecting their rights. Then beliefs and opinions of others, defending the country, respect and obey state and local laws, and so on. Now we'll see about the qualities of a good citizen. Loyalty to the Constitution, obey laws, and contributes to society and community and performs civic duty, and quality of goodness and justice, respecting diversity.